Hey there, Dr. Bob here. I know, it's been a while, but here we are. We're going to have a look at Take 5 today. Of course, everybody knows it. Dave Brubeck Quartet, written by Paul Desmond, featuring Joe Morello on drums. Okay, so, if you don't know it, listen to it first. You need to know the sound. And we'll talk about that later, about getting the right sound out of yourself. So, 5. You can play jazz cymbal time in 4. If you can do that, we are literally a step away. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you can do that, we got one beat on top of that to make 5. We're just going to do one extra cymbal tap here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This stays on 2 and 4. Obviously, it makes the spacing irregular, so you might find a little bit of practice to get comfortable with how that space is out. Bass drum's going to go on 1 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. When you're playing the bass drum, not too heavy, you're not playing in a rock band, see if you get that beater to bounce off the head so you get a full resonant sound. Now, I'm using some old vellums on this, but you don't need that. Just make sure you pay attention to your technique. So the bass drum beater needs to bounce back from the head so it's not flattening out the sound. Okay, so where are we? We're doing this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, we got 3 out of our 4 things already in place. So, well done, guys. 3 out of 4. Snare drum is our next one, and we've got to play the snare drum on the end of the 2, the end of the 3, 4, and then we're going to be filling in the missing 2 triplet notes that beat 5 gives us on this cymbal. Just to make sure, I'll explain myself. Beat 5 is going to be this. So we're filling in that triplet group like that. Now, while we're talking about snare drum comping figures, which is what these are, I'm going to sell you this book. If you don't know this book, it's by John Riley. It's The Art of Bop Drumming. It's an invaluable resource. Can I say that properly? Invaluable resource to anybody that's looking to play some jazz. It's great. Get it. Borrow it off of Fred. Hey, you can borrow mine. Get out of it. Of course you can. Buy your own. So, these comping figures, there's plenty of them in that book, plenty of coordination exercises, and lots of things to get you thinking and developing. It really is the best. It's the go-to manual for the jazz drum, aspiring jazz drum. Let's get back on track to Take 5. Take 5. Let's get these comping figures in. I'll play them all, and then we'll talk about, maybe look at them maybe one at a time. So. Okay, so I played all the comping figures there on the snare, the end of the 2, the end of the 3, 4, and filling in the triplet with the 5. So you can chop and change Joe Morello on this track, and you'll know this because you've already listened to it 2 minutes ago. injects a huge amount of variation, and you should be looking to do that too. But we're not here to do that today. This is just Take 5 101. So let's just slow it down and listen to those positions. First of all, the end of the 2. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Now, maybe I'm assuming that you don't know about this. Maybe I'm going too slow. I don't know, but bear with me. Now the end of the 3 onto the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, Now, filling in the 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So then all you need to do, you know, we're trying to squeeze something that is this long into this long, so 10 minutes. So, you know, this is your kicking off point. This is your starting point, but you'll be great. So all of those comping figures, and remember, if you don't get it, just think about maybe taking some of the elements away. So, or maybe just practicing it in 4, and then adding the 5th later when you got comfortable with your comping figures. So, building it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then we add the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the last two notes filling in on beat 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And of course, like anything, you can practice with variations in tempo so that you can start off steady, but don't go too slow, because you don't want to lose that sense of flow. It needs to flow for sure. Okay, well, I think that's all we got time for, so I'll see you in another couple of years.